Hello my lovelies, I thought it was time to do an update on craft things, so buckle in. I have a list. We will see if I can follow my list. So, first up, what was I doing last time? Last time, if I remember correctly, I was doing some embroidery, and I have a piece. It's all finished, so I won't get this too close. So it's lots of different stitches. That's an end, you're not meant to come out. So we have satin stitch on the bees. There's some back stitch to make the nice little filmy wings. I am told by the kit that this is lazy daisy stitch to make the petals. Little star stitches to do little stars. A lot of French knots. A lot of French knots. I am so proud of it. I haven't decided where it's going, but I'm pretty happy with it. Off the wall, or at least on the wall, you will see the sock. If you've been to our house before, you know it used to be in a massive frame because that was how it was presented to me by my sister. But I've reframed it, so it's the one lonely sock. And did I leave that down here? Yes I did. I have reclaimed this much yarn from it, which I may do something with, because look how pretty this is. Look, it's magenta and purple and blues and greens. It's so good. So that's kind of odd stuff. I've upcycled our curtains that used to be down here. They have had a nice spa day when me and my friend just threw different dyes at these previously like beige cream kind of curtains, and I love it. It was so much fun and I love the effect. I like that it looks kind of like a watercolour at some points. Others it looks like some tie-dye disaster, and there's also a nice X down the middle, which makes me think about comic books and the X-Men, so I like it. That's off the wall. I would be remiss if I didn't include a wizard staff. So this is a good long staff. If you believe me, I have actually got this to the length where it's a good balance between long enough to be helpful but not so long that it's super heavy. So this was just a tree branch and I saw it and loved it. So it had lots of bug tracks under the bark, so naturally I stripped the bark off and put glow-in-the-dark green paint in all of the tracks. So just a taster of all of this. I love it. It looks it just looked like magic. to me. I think it's amazing. Yeah, isn't it great? So this is good because this becomes my forest stick when I don't want to. Normal walking stick is good for pavements and things. That's quite fun for wandering around forests, which obviously I do a great deal of in my wheelchair. But the thought is there. It's aspirational. Other very odd stuff, because let's just get it out of the way at the beginning. I'm going to tick these off as I do them, because so I'm making the Darkhold from the MCU stuff. I'm not even going to tell you where it comes up, but the central bit that we were interested in is yeah. So let me have a look at close. So I'm going to make it so that I want it to have all these different pages, so it looks like you could turn to any page. But Brian's only really interested in the central bit, so that's where I focused. And I have been horrible to this. The pages to start with are tea stained. I've ripped the edges. I've put extra tea and stuff on the edge just so it's really got that feel of like really being rifled through by someone. I have singed the edges of some of the pages. I have thrown coffee at some of this, which is where you get the good dark spots from. I just generally had so much fun with this. It's been taken to a bonfire just so I could get charcoal on it. I am pretty sure I'm going to throw mud at it at some point. It's, as befits a very evil book, I'm being mean to it. So mean. Doing things to this book I would never do to a real book. And the cover is currently being painted and it's drying, so I will just have to please get pictures or footage of this. It all looks a bit too bright and shiny for my liking, so okay, while my coffee brews, this is the cover for the Darkhold I have so far. It looks very bright and shiny. This will change. So I have Darkhold. I'm going to muddy this up and I'm going to add more layers just to grime it up. We have a variety of bookmarks and doohickeys that will be sticking out of the bottom through pages, but right now I'm painting everything, so it all looks just that little bit naff. But I'm also going to add, it's still waiting for a few bits. Right, so there's like slightly more conventional things. Let's go with that. So I'm wearing one of my creations. I wasn't even making this last time you saw. This is a jumpsuit, well, romper kind of thing. Pockets, naturally. Pockets, big enough to get most of my hand in. I wanted something like this I bought the pattern a while ago, realised I was bigger than the biggest size on it, so it got put away. But I've actually looked at the finished measurements, and it was pretty close. So I've made it. I have done some alterations. I've made the top and the bottom are both a bit longer, so I have a bit more space. It meant I had to change how the elastic goes in, but that's fine, because give me a second. Okay, much better. I've made some changes, and so got ribbon straps, which is fine. The top has elastic behind this kind of tape. The middle, you're meant to do a big seam, sew that together and create a channel in there. But I reclaimed some of that so I could have it longer, so I've just sewn similar tape on in the middle. So that's my channel, and it works nicely. This I wasn't very nice to myself, because this fabric it's so soft and it's so light. It's going to be great to wear, but it slips around like nobody's business when you're sewing it. So some of this has been sewn, unpicked and resewn. Some of it is close enough, so I've left it. So internet, see my shame. When I put the tape in, some of this is nice and neat, but it's caught some kind of just bubbles of fabric here and there. But I'm going to wear it. No one's going to look that closely. Something I was making last time I did a blog. My dinosaur skirt is done. It wasn't done the first time I filmed this, or the second time, but now it is. So I have a finished skirt. And the top stitching, again, a little bit messy in places, but... So this was the Brumby Skirt by Megan Nielsen, I think. I've made it before. It has lovely deep pockets. The fabric is covered in Triceratops and T-Rex. It is everything I ever wanted. The zip has been sewn twice, because the first time I yanked the puller right off. So the second zip is actually much neater. So this skirt, it went into hibernation because I got as far as putting the zip in and realised that it wouldn't do up. So I put it in hibernation before I could do anything rash. And the bit of fluctuation in my weight has settled down now, so I can actually wear this. It's still it's fitted, but it's wearable. So also, because I got bored and I've been doing embroidery, one of these skulls is not like the others. One of these skulls is embroidered. Oh, come on. Show it. Okay, well, it's blurry, but you can see it. I've just... nothing too showy, but it's practice. So, that's old business. New business. I have also This wasn't quite finished the first time I filmed, but in fact, actually, first time I filmed this, I hadn't started. Second time I filmed this, it was most of the way done. It's completely done now. So it is. I will just quickly make it more like a dress and less like an assortment of random components. It's going to be hard to show off because I don't really want to put it on right now, but it's halter neck, which isn't the original design, but I'm extra long in the body, so each of these straps was meant to go all the way over to the back, and they didn't. So I just did the front ones and made it into a halter neck. So ties at the bust. Then it has a cutout because apparently I'm being brave this summer, and buttons down front. Just look at this. Look at these magnificent people. I mean, dinosaurs are just, look at them. 3 different poses. I don't know which one's my favourite. I'm somewhere between. Come on. I really like this one, I think. I think that one might be my favourite. These ones look like they've just heard a really terrible joke, or they've just told a really terrible joke. Actually, kind of, this one does as well. But I did the buttonholes on my sewing machine. I figured it out, and they make nice, neat buttonholes. And I think the buttons are great. They are suitably shiny and obvious. Just, there is nothing subtle about this dress or this fabric. It is, I said I'm feeling brave this summer, but really, if you're going to go out wearing this fabric, why not just make it really daring? Just do it. Just go for it. In fact, no matter what you're wearing, just go for it. Just have fun. Does this look like an adult dress? No. There we go. So that magnificence is mine, and I shall wear it this summer. So that's my not knitting, that is my sewing. I am looking at this list, look, I'm doing this list. That's my sewing. That dinosaur dress has pockets. I know some of you are going to ask, pockets? How much for a pocket? Pockets. Knitting. I don't think I was doing any of this last time I spoke to you. I have left my clown bath rainbow socks upstairs. So I'm babbling today. I'm really sorry I'm babbling. Okay, knitting I can show you because it's down here. I've made 2 jumpers. The first one is this is Humulus, and I wanted to do something in 2 colours. This was a Christmas present pattern from a friend, so this took me a little while to get the tension right, but I just love it. These remind me of pine cones. Technically, they're meant to be hops. Sorry. Technically, they're meant to be hops. and no, as far as I'm concerned, they're pine cones. So, this is lovely. Sleeves suitably long. My waist is about here, so it's not the longest. But I've given myself a nice big neckline because I can't stand stuff here. Super cozy, very nice. It looks really good on this camera, not gonna lie. Ta-da! This is called Oksa, O-K-S-A. After making really nice colour work, I wanted to do something in one colour, but with some interest in the stitches. So, doesn't this look amazing? So, yeah, all this is just... I love it. I love it so much. I was worried that it might be hard to see the different patterns, because this isn't dark, but it's the yarn name calls it mallard blue. It's kind of more of a bright blue as far as I'm concerned, but my doubts were not founded. It looks really good and I love it, and it's cozy. I made the sleeves really nice and long. I wasn't sure what my yarn usage would look like, so I stopped about here, knit one arm and knit the other arm, and then knit this as long as I thought I could get away with. And I just about won yarn chicken with this, so pretty proud of myself. Jumper, check. Socks of rainbows are upstairs. I shall take you with me in a minute. Last but not least, my blanket. I've been making a blanket out. I'm trying to use up some of my yarn because I have so much acrylic, so much. So I'm just making a striped crochet blanket. So this is where I started. And it goes on and on and on, and this is where I am at the moment. So it's going to be nice and cozy. So it's really simple. If you are an American, this is all double crochet. If you're English, I think it's single. I think it's single in English crochet, but I'm sorry, UK people. I learnt crochet from Americans, so that's the terminology I use. So very simple. I'm just going backwards and forwards. When I think it's a decent blanket size, I shall just stop. It might be close to that already. This is already a nice lap blanket kind of size. It's long enough to cover my legs, which is very nice. I guess it's time for rainbow socks. So So these are my rainbow clown bath socks. Start at the toe, so at least theoretically I can just knit until I run out of yarn. But it's the second sock, and I got bored somewhere around here on the first sock, so this is just getting those two socks to match. Like 10 centimetres off, maybe 20. But they're very simple. And they'll be very cosy as house socks. And I'm never going to lose them, am I? And I should also... I've been trying to make Crochet Octopuses for the Premiere unit. This one needs the ends to be sewn in so I can send him. It's really nice. They go to... Thank you, rats. That's great. They go to babies who have to stay in incubators for a while, so the babies can tangle their little hands in the tentacles and not their wires. I am told... Coffee Bean, do you have to do that right now? I'm told that if these fail their inspection, so they can't go to babies, they can go in angel packs for babies who don't actually make it, or they can go to dementia wards. So no matter what happens, thank you, Coffee Bean. They will be happy and loved by someone. The end. Also, as promised, curtains! So, like I said, it looks kind of like watercolour up here, and I love that. And some of this, again, I love these bits. If you step back, the overall effect is it's fun. It's very us. Just stopping by here to do Brian's door sign. Here there be dragon. And his door hanger. Enter if you dare. Do not meddle, because you should not meddle in the affairs of dragons. It's really rude. They have other stuff going on. So, door hanger happened first. Then I wanted something for it to hang from, so it wouldn't get stuck in the door. So, this is what I came up with. So, whistle-stop tour of all of my things and all of the fun that I've been doing. And I'm sorry I have waffled. And I hope you enjoyed this. And I shall see you soon. Love you.